What's up, Internet? This is Ramblin' Josh, and you're watching another episode of Let's Play Ogre Battle 64. Since last time, I spent a little bit of time kind of progressing the story time calendar thingy. Actually, it probably seems like a lot of time. I've got Magnus up to 38, which is 7 whole years, which sounds like a lot, but it actually only took me like 20 minutes. Just going between Dardanelles and Gunther Piedmont here is actually really fast because the distance between these 2 points isn't very far, but the amount of time it takes to actually go between them, like as far as the calendar is concerned, is actually kind of long. So you can actually progress the calendar pretty quickly that way. I just kind of felt like I wasn't as far along age-wise as I wanted to be, so I fixed that. I also equipped the S-Talk on Mylesia. I equipped the Blessed Sword on Fidach, which previously I had that on Magnus, but he of course got the Some Manus a couple battles ago. Probably should have done that a little bit earlier, but it's not exactly the end of the world. And on my casters, I equipped a bunch of those new spell books that I bought last battle. Now, as I mentioned at that point, the spell books actually change the spell that you do to the respective element. I don't think it particularly matters what element you choose, but I like to keep it the same element as the person themselves is. So this sorceress is fire elemental, so she has a fire book. I don't know if that actually matters. All of these elemental books are better than the actual spell book, as you can see. Selecting the spell book reduces the damage of the fireball, and then the bottom right, it reduces intellect a little bit. So these are upgrades. The one thing is, if you have 2 casters like side by side, like these two, it's a good opportunity to give them 2 elements that will create a combo spell. I'm pretty sure water and wind is one of those, but they happen to be water and wind elemental by default, which is why I chose those 2 for these places to begin with. But anyways, let us continue on to Mylesia. Whoa, wait, what? That's not Mylesia. What's this all about then? That doesn't sound very good. Ambushed? By whom? So, as if we didn't have enough forces to deal with, to worry about to begin with, we're getting attacked by some other unknown force. And if you didn't catch, this is Krenel Canyon, which the map is actually exactly this. Wait, they're not expecting us, but they ambushed us. They're not coming to us, but they ambushed us. The hell kind of ambush is that? We're gonna ambush you and then wait for you to come to us. That's kind of counterintuitive. So yeah, this is Krenel Canyon. It's the exact same map as the last time we fought here. There's no new items in the shops or new items to find on the map. There might be a couple items left over that I didn't get last time or something like that, but there's nothing really new to worry about. So let's get our guys out, as always. So yeah, it's in that respect, it's actually kind of a boring mission, just because, I mean, even when we did Vulmus Mines the second time, at least then we started in a different location. Here it's the exact same map. Same starting place, same towns, same everything. So let's see, I want to send Tyler. I don't actually want him to capture the stronghold, so let's send him like right in front of it, and then right behind it. Orwell, I want you to go after the stronghold. You should liberate it just fine. It is in fact chaotic, and that's chaotic. I believe this is neutral-ish and neutral-ish. Okay. So send Fiona. You're pretty neutral, right? Yeah, they're all nice and neutral. Well, she's leaning lawful, but that shouldn't matter. Let's unpause. Pause again real quick. Send Magnus. Let's send him to this side. Send Leia over here. Send Katrina over here. 2 people left. Let's go with Mandy over here. Okay. So, yeah, there's not a whole lot interesting in this mission so far as like new and interesting things. What's interesting about this mission is more the kind of people in it, because honestly at this point in the game, this is where, in my opinion, things start getting really interesting. Because now that we're in Chapter 2, things really start to kind of branch out insofar as like the kind of people you find, we start unlocking new classes, and we're getting new and interesting equipment pretty frequently. This is where things just really start picking up, in my opinion. This is actually a pretty good matchup because Valkyries are pretty resilient to magic. Then again, sorcerers or wizards and sorceresses are pretty resilient to magic themselves, so my rear Valkyries aren't going to be super useful. But the ladies in the front should be able to tear it up sufficiently. Ow, that hurt. She must be fire elemental or something. Of course, it always helps when your opponent has a terrible formation and only one of them can actually attack twice. Maybe that one sorceress is just that uber. She does have an arc staff, or whatever it's called. Arc wand, something like that. So it's enough to knock her off the stronghold anyways. We got this fellow over here. Oh, what's going on here? Wait, I thought we were the Revolutionary Army. Unfortunately your unit is kind of terrible, so I don't think it's even possible for me to die right here. So I guess there's some disgruntled folk among the Revolutionary Army. It's slightly concerning that both my Hellhounds missed, but they do have 4 more chances among them, and the enemy is pretty much done. Only 1 more guy to attack. I think the 1 or both of the gremlins still get to go again, though. Or not. Okay, well, that wasn't so bad at all. Liberation! And she's just gonna run away. And here we can see... Oh. Here we can see one of the first advanced units. Black Knight. Much like the Black Knights that accompanied your meal the last time we went to Mylesia. Liberation! Okay. Let's have you sit on the stronghold. Now, I believe, if memory serves, I actually want to be a little bit careful before actually pushing forward, because I think there's some nasty stuff here. I want to be a little bit careful with Tyler, because he is getting a little bit low on health. Yep. That should be good. Push out, kill this guy. She's going to... That sorceress at the top's going to get away to fight again another day, but we'll just kill her later. I'm Unfortunately, if my mathulation is correct, that wizard, both wizards in fact, are going to live to fight another day. It's unfortunate. I guess that's what happens when you're using a unit that's a little bit behind. Tyler's still a little bit behind the curve. But we got him next time. Now, let's have Magnus actually turn around if he can. No, he's just ever so intent on staring down that wizard. That's unfortunate. Oop. I don't want to do that at all. You die! Yes, yes, Abyss. You didn't even put me to sleep. And now you're dead. Unfortunately, that's a little bit of alignment just because they're a chaotic unit, and I kind of want this to be a chaotic unit, but Hellhounds kind of lean that way naturally, so that shouldn't be a problem in the long run. Ooh, Sword Emblem. Pretty sure that increases your strength. Okay, now let's... No, that's not what I want at all. Look up this way. Let's have one person look up this way. Or you could stare at the guy across the river, that works too. Tyler has deserved a break. I feel like I want to wait before pushing you, because, I mean, this is an ambush. They're also spooky. I wanted to say spooky for some reason, but that's not at all what I meant. Sneaky people. Send out Orwell and Magnus. Send Magnus kind of up here rather than actually to the stronghold. And let's send Leia out across the bridge, but let's not actually go for the stronghold quite yet. See if I can like draw out anyone who's gonna like come charging at me. And that way I can actually retreat to my stronghold rather than having to push forward and take theirs. Here we see another advanced unit, the Paladin. Unfortunately, the remainder of his unit is kind of terrible. Actually, now that I think about it... Whoa, what the heck did you come from? Good thing I got a couple people sitting here. Let's actually encounter with Mandy since Tyler is still kind of regenerating. But let's actually do the same thing over here that I'm doing with Leia. There's lots of guys here kind of charging at me, so let's try and kind of encounter them and see if we can deal with them before actually running all the way to the stronghold and kind of committing to engagements. Hopefully that their leader should be dead. Especially if my archer decides to shoot her. Yeah, she's very dead. I hope that soldier reserve promotes into an Amazon soon. Well, that went well. Now they have no leader and I can kill them off at my leisure. You're already going for her, so let's just leave you be. Oh god, there's a phalanx attacking my other guy too. Oh look, a heal seed. So it looks like... It's kind of hard to tell who that paladin is going for. You're a dead wizard. Hopefully. Probably, but hopefully. That's actually kind of terrible formation. I mean, wizards don't tend to be so effective when they're only able to attack twice. Although they are giving Leia quite a beating. Wasn't quite able to finish off that wizard, that's disappointing. Okay, let's actually have Leia retreat, because she's pretty beaten up. Let's see what we got going on here. Phalanx, huh? A couple of ninjas that are absolutely terrible. Looks like we got a little bit of a Valkyrie caster fight going on here. Ow. Stop focusing on my leader, that's not fair. Not sure how I actually ended up winning that. My leader is lower health than their leader. This might actually be bad. Well, Magnus is gonna fight off this paladin. And paladins are tricky because they're a lot like knights, except they get 3 attacks in the front row. So they're kind of dangerous. But hopefully he should be dead before he actually gets a chance to attack the 3rd time. Because I'm awesome. Jeez. Really not taking a whole lot of punishment from those knights, but managed to do the job nonetheless. Alright then. So we repelled him and killed off the threatening guy. So I'm gonna leave it here for today on Let's Play Ogre Battle 64. Catch you later.